Two Tipton County Sheriff's Office corrections officers have been arrested for smuggling drugs into the jail. Pauline Simmerman and her husband, Michael Simmerman, were both arrested. Investigators say Pauline allowed and accepted the delivery of narcotics. Her husband, an inmate, worked crew supervisor and was arrested shortly after for criminal conspiracy for introduction of contraband into a penal institution. Both have been fired. Two Covington.
All right, so you can't throw a dead cat. I mean, all I was doing was trying to look up Tipton County mailing address. That's all I wanted, right? But I found an article that's less than a month old that shows corrupt correctional officers introducing narcotics into the prison. Absolutely, and this is the same prison that Mike is at. I mean, however bad I try to paint the picture of what's going on inside America's prisons, it's 10 to 20 to 100 times worse. This is where Mike Parsons is currently being held, and I'm telling you, it's corrupt to the core. Just absolutely insane. I am concerned for Mike's safety, his welfare. They could try to poison him. They could try to do all kinds of things to him. And here's Mike. He called me from Tipton County. He was in Oklahoma yesterday. They are performing diesel therapy so that every time he goes to a new place, it costs a lot of money to add to a new system. Yesterday it was Home Wave. Today it's Securus. And if they, I don't know if they're going to move him again, but it's just absolutely insanity. And here's Mike when he calls me from Tipton County Jail.
An inmate at the county jail. This call is subject to recording and monitoring.
Did you know Inmate Debit is now available at this facility? Inmate Debit is a new inmate-owned prepaid calling account that allows inmates to place calls, local, long distance, international, to any number on their approved calling list. You are able to conveniently fund this inmate account without having to set up an account of your own. Simply go online to www.securustech.net or call Securus Correctional Billing Services at 1-800-844-6591 and select the option to directly fund an inmate debit account today.
1. To refuse this free call, press 2.
If you would like to permanently block your number from receiving calls from this...
Thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Okay, it's 21 cents a minute. I don't consent to recording of this call. I've got $8 on this account that's basically been left over for the last time.
Mike, I put $12 on your account, and it was a $3 fee, so you should have at least 12, and you're coming through very, very low. The audio is low, just to let you know.
Okay, well, thank you. God bless you. I didn't know if that was leftover money or what. Now I know I can put it on it. I'm basically being bounced from pillar to post at the whims of these judges. Walker has got me here supposedly to talk to him about failure to appear charge. My mother said they told her it was for some type of a hearing on January the 30th for parole, but that's a moot point. If I'm locked up in federal prison, it doesn't matter. And what they're doing is they're holding me here hostage where I can't access my legal material. They've got all my legal material, and they said you have to get on the kiosk in order to request access to it. Here's the problem. When you get on the kiosk, you have to agree to an undisclosed fee for medical treatment before they will let you access the kiosk to make other requests.
Mike, what they're doing is diesel therapy. It's pretty common that they send you all over the country to make it uncomfortable and also to keep you separated from your... Yep, okay, so also this Oklahoma jail, they banned me, and they were really, really mad that I took a picture of you holding up a rope lock object, and Justin's family is planning on having a protest outside that jail sometime soon, and they're under a lot of pressure because of the, the so-called suicide of Justin Thau, which his family doesn't believe it's a suicide at all, and when you held up that rope lock object, they immediately banned me from Home Wave from Oklahoma, but I guess that wouldn't apply to where you are now in Tennessee.
Well, look, you need to take that video and you need to send it to all these news outlets. Get as many people looking at that as possible and tell them that I'm being railroaded in every which way you could railroad somebody. Like I said, they're wanting me to agree to medical fees that I don't even know anything about before I can submit any requests for any of my legal material. In other words, they're holding my legal material hostage. I can't write letters to any of these courts. I cannot access the courts unless I agree to their extortion of some kind of medical fee, which I have no knowledge of. I bet what it is when the guy tried to kill me and broke my ribs and they took me to the hospital, they're claiming that the doctor looking at me for all of 2 minutes, who never examined me at all, wants $1,000 for me walking in the door. And I don't have $1,000 and I can't agree. I won't agree to it. Because, you know, they've got to pay for me locked up in this jail. And what they're trying to do is force me into paying for all the damage that they do to me. And they can go stick it in their ass.
Yeah.
Pay them a dime.
Right.
Pardon my French, but
No, this is what they're doing is,
they're trying to kill me, and I'll be damned if I'm going to pay for the doctor to stand there and say, "This man, I can do it for you."
I got another friend named Jeffrey Winehouse. They shot him twice in the head and twice in the chest with .40 caliber hollow points. They did not immediately arrest him. He had to go to the hospital, and once he recovered and didn't die, then they arrested him, and that means that he had to be stuck with his own hospital bill. They didn't even pay the hospital bill of when they attempted to murder him.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
these guys are really, really bad.
Why is 60 Minutes not picking up on this? Why are these other news outlets not picking up on this in their stories?
We live in a world of cowards. I do not know the answer to that question. The only response I have is we live in a world of cowards, and they don't want to look at the truth. They don't want to acknowledge that our criminal justice system and law enforcement has gone completely off the rails.
Okay, did you get 4 letters? I sent you 4 letters.
No. You'll have to be more specific, but a lot of the letters that I've been mailing you have been returned.
Okay, I sent you 4 letters. Did you get any mail from me to Attaché Bradley Warner in care of Rudy Davis? I sent 4 letters when I was at the Kansas CCA in Leavenworth. Did you get anything from me?
Anything I get from you, you gotta. When you ask me a question like that, you have to understand the context that I deal with 70 prisoners, and it's going to take me time to go look it up. So hold on just a second. I get a lot. I literally go to the mailbox every day and get 15 letters. So give me just a second. I'm gonna look it up.
There would have been big brown envelopes.
Yeah, I know from your. Hold on, I have to look up because any letter I get from you, I read into YouTube, and so all I got to do is find the last videos that I read. So nothing's coming to mind, but that doesn't mean that you didn't send it.
This is not letters to read into YouTube.
Okay, well, if it was clear, then I wouldn't have read it into YouTube. But when you ask me that question, I get 15 letters a day, and I simply cannot answer you right now without researching it. I'm trying my best to do it right now.
Okay.
But it's
sending mail being forwarded to Bradley because I didn't have a good address for him, and I wanted to make sure it got out. And I just wanted to make sure if you got it, you can forward it to him.
That's it. Possibly my let it no. Mike Parsons, us no. Pat Parsons. Would it have been sent after December the 4th?
Yes. I was shipped out to Leavenworth on the 12th.
Hold on.
So it went out on the 9th. It was mailed to you on the 19th. So somewhere between the 19th and today, it would have been delivered.
Okay, I'm looking. This one says private. No, that's from October. Hold on. Dang it. Man, you have to visualize the situation I deal with these letters. Hold on. Okay, I got a bunch of Mike Parsons letters here. Hold on. I got every letter you've ever sent to me in front of me, and it's a huge stack. This one was sent on 11/1. This one was sent on December 1st. This one appears to be February the 28th, April the 17th, May the 14th, May the 29th, May the 25th. Hold on, I got to find the latest. July the 22nd, June, July. I'm working my way. Okay, here's one. What's this? This one is September. You said it was sent after December. This one is October. This one is July. Okay, I'm going to say I did not get any letters from you after December the 4th.
Okay, if you can get Bradley to contact Leavenworth, Kansas CCA, and if he can ask them, did they mail out my legal mail to him in care of Rudy Davis to the P.O. Box in Texas on the 19th of December, that he's looking for it, want to know where his legal mail is that I had sent out. There was plenty of money on my account, $18 to cover postage, that you should have gotten those letters for him by now.
Yeah, I don't think I've gotten any letters from you in December that I can validate right now on this phone. There's always the possibility that once we hang up, I say, "Oh, damn, I found them," but then I never can call you back. So that's always the possibility. But I don't remember anything in December.
Okay, well, if you can ask Rudy, if you can ask Bradley, if he will contact the Leavenworth CCA, if Bradley, you're recording, you can forward this to him or something so he can listen. If he can contact the Leavenworth CCA and tell them that I sent out 4 letters to him and one to the court there in West Tennessee, I need to verify that they received or that they mailed those letters out. And if he can contact the U.S. District Court in Memphis and find out if they received the brief that I sent them to Mrs. Parsons, and if you can contact the Tennessee Court of Appeals in Jackson, Tennessee, and ask if they received the notice of petition for a stay that I sent to him.
I'll make sure he hears this, Mike. That's all I can do, right? I'll make sure he hears this.
I appreciate it.
Okay. Yeah, they make it very difficult. That's part of them moving you around, is they make it difficult for your support system, and your mail doesn't make it anywhere, and our mail doesn't make it to you, and then it's always a different phone support system. Last time it was HomeWave, this time it's Securus,
Like the letter you sent me in Oklahoma, where I just came from, it arrived, but they would not deliver it to me because they said that it had colored photos printed on copy paper. It's like, okay, so what? It's, that's what people do. They don't go to Walmart and pay to have pictures put on photo paper. And they said, well, that's what they require. But they never gave it to me. They never put it in my legal material. They said they returned it to sender.
Not only that, but he used it as an excuse to ban me and suspend our communications in that particular prison. And it was a photo of you holding up that rope-like object, and it was a reference to Justin Thau, and they absolutely hated that. And I told him that nowhere in the terms and conditions of me using that video visitation thing did I sign a waiver that says I can't take a picture of my computer screen. And he couldn't cite any... Yeah. He couldn't cite any policy that would have alerted me to that before. So they make up the rules as they go along, and whatever they don't like, they just yeah.
Right. And one last thing, I just remembered, I don't have a contacts case anymore. If Bradley can contact my mother and ask her if she can bring a new contacts case up here, that they will probably give it to me, because right now I don't have one, and I don't even have a washcloth to put my, I can't soak a washcloth in water and put my contacts in it.
Let me ask you this, Mike. Tipton County is where the biggest corruption was, where this whole thing started, right? And so I'm concerned you're right in the belly of the beast with like the worst of the worst people that probably have the biggest animosity towards you. Are you concerned for your safety? I know you said you're not suicidal, and we need to make that clear, but yeah.
Yes, I'm not suicidal. The last time I was here back in 2016, in May 29th, the guy tried to kill me 2 pods over from where I'm standing right now. Attacked me from behind. I mean, 23-year-old guy is attacking a 56-year-old guy from a 55-year-old from behind. I was 56 at the time, I guess, in 2016. And basically, hit me in the back of the head, knocked me down, and started kicking me in the side and broke 3 ribs. And this is a guy that was 6'3", weighed about 225, 35 pounds, athletic, built, young black guy that could probably walk on any college football team to start. I mean, you're an athletic guy, but he's got the mind of a 14-year-old. He was put up to it, he said, by Judge Peeler, the guy that I sued. I sued Judge Peeler, and, therein lies the problem. You sue these judges for their criminal acts, and they try to kill you.
Mike, I heard a similar story where they set up a very muscular black man to attack another white man. His name was Free Laser, and what he did, he eventually made friends with the black dude, and he had him sign an affidavit that said, he was put up to it by so-and-so and so-and-so, and that affidavit is a very powerful piece of proof, but I don't know if that guy that you're dealing with would be willing to sign an affidavit.
Well, I don't even know if he's out of prison or what it is, but also, if Bradley can try to find somebody that's a notary to come by here, I've got some things I need to send out to the courts, and it's got to be notarized. And these people will not. If he can call down here to the jail and say, "Hey, Mr. Parsons is the ambassador of the Chilcoot Nation. He's got a document that needs to be notarized. Can you please have your notary go back there?" He can't access the kiosk because he cannot agree to some stipulation that pays for some kind of a medical fee that he's not responsible for. And he's not going to blindly agree to anything that makes him financially.
You have 1 minute left.
I can't commit myself to some financial obligation that I don't know what it is. It's called an adhesion contract, and I can't do it.
Yeah. You don't have any idea how long they're going to keep you at Tipton County, Tennessee?
Mom thinks until the 30th of January.
And do you? I'll have to look up the mailing address, but you don't happen to have it in the last 30 seconds, do you?
I need to get Bradley to get the court to move me to another jail for my own safety because they tried to kill me in here and I've sued the judges. I need to be moved to the West Tennessee Detention Facility. If he can try to intervene on my behalf as the attaché and try to get me moved to the West Tennessee Detention Facility, he can write a letter to the judges in West Tennessee at the appellate court and the U.S. District Court asking that I be moved there for my own safety because I'm not safe here. I've sued both of these judges. Remember, this one judge, the Chilcoot Nation, has got the arrest warrant.
Thank you for using Securus. Goodbye.
Okay, that's the phone call from Mike Parsons. The audio was incredibly low. I hope you did hear it. I tried to turn up the input on the microphone as high as I could. And obviously Mike is concerned for his safety being in Tipton County. That's exactly where all of this started. And they're the people that want to see Mike silenced and or dead. And I don't even have the address, the mailing address for Tipton County. So I'm going to have to look that up. But please keep Mike Parsons in your prayers. And we'll continue to document all of this as best as we can, and we give glory to the Lord, and we're going to pray protection for Mike Parsons and pray for freedom and for his wife, Pat Parsons.